late Saturday night, it was revealed, during Collision, that the Young Bucks are going to air some unseen footage from All in the UK last summer. And we know now that it is going to be the Bucks and FTR wrestling at Dynasty in St. Louis here in 2 weeks. And so this plays into the fact that, number one, FTR, good friends of CM Punk, no surprise, but also it feels like it's the company reacting to the podcast interview with Ariel Helwani, where Punk bashed AEW considerably, said it wasn't a real wrestling company, said they're not out to sell tickets or make money, downplayed what happened backstage with Jack Perry as being a fight, and Tony's comments that he feared for his life and all of that. So apparently AEW is calling his bluff, and they're going to show the footage, and it does not appear to be bait and switch. According to all the insider reports, they are legitimately planning to show the security footage of the fight between Punk and Perry at All In at Wembley Stadium last August. And yes, it is kind of a ratings ploy, no question about it. This feels like something that Eric Bischoff would do back in the day.
I think it'd be something that Punk. Old school Vince would do this too, I think.
I was getting to that. I think this is like 90s wrestling war to a T. This is the kind of stuff that they would do. And I mean, it can play out a couple of different ways for them. It's going to draw them a big rating. No question about it. I would be stunned if the rating doesn't pop for this. But there's the risk that it makes them look too petty. I mean, at the same time, we haven't seen the footage. Nobody backstage at AEW has seen the footage. The wrestlers are all under the impression that's legit what's happening, that they don't bait and switch. When they say they're going to do something, they really do it. Depending on what is on that footage, Punk could also come out looking real bad, and it undermines his WWE run. So, I mean, it's hard to speculate too much on what's going to happen, Justin. But give me your thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first and foremost, do I want to see this footage? Absolutely. Please give it to me right now. But having said that, I just feel like this is a lose-lose situation. If it makes Punk look bad, what is that going to do? He's just going to continue to work and be over in the WWE, and AEW is just going to have to go on. Maybe I think best case scenario is that it makes a star out of Jack Perry somehow. If it makes him look good. But my concern is from the reports, it's not going to be whatever happened with Tony that made him feel like his life was threatened. Mm-hmm. And there's just a chance that what they think this footage shows is not how it's going to be perceived by the public. That maybe it's just the way they made them feel in that moment is not going to correlate to how it makes everybody else feel. If it is just, Punk getting a chokehold on and that getting broken up right away, I just don't know what this is going to do for anybody.
No, the best case scenario is it makes Perry look good. That's the only win you can get out of this. Because I agree with you. It could make Punk look bad, and it could call his bluff and be like he was totally lying with what he said in that interview, and it's more than what he said. We don't know. We haven't seen it yet. But in the end, what's that going to do? I mean, are the WWE fans going to care? They're not. They're so tribalistic these days about WWE versus AEW. They're not going to care if Punk lied through his teeth about what happened. AEW fans might, and yeah, maybe it props up Perry, but it does feel like I don't know how they come out of this with a win other than the 1 week ratings boost. They get people talking about them during WrestleMania weekend. I'm interested to see it. I'm not going to lie. I am very interested to see it.
I guess for me, it just comes down to it's going to make me probably feel the same way the Punk interview did, which is just going to further cement the divide between fans who feel like they need to be loyal to one company. It's just going to further that divide. Agreed.
Tribalism will get worse for sure. I mean, we'll be talking about it later in the week to be sure. I'm excited to see it, but it's hard to imagine how this plays out in a positive way long term. Apparently there's no legal issue with showing it. They wouldn't be doing it if there was. Apparently this has been cleared and they have every right to show it, and they're going to. So
I mean, it could just be another misstep with them feeling the need to respond to stuff that isn't actually happening on television. Like that Edge promo was absolutely cringe to me. That was really embarrassing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was too inside baseball. Some people are probably wondering, why is he doing this? Like, why is he coming out here saying AEW 30 times? Why this
Exactly.
promotion is so good.
Yep.
I heard the interview, so I knew why he was doing it, but it was like, there are people, seems, it's like so out of nowhere that it was bizarre. And then this is kind of the same thing. They're reacting, like you said, to something that was heard by a lot of people, but not part of like pro wrestling canon, not part of the television show. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Justin. But that was breaking late last night. It was real late. In fact, when I saw the news come across, I sent you and Jesse a text about it, but I didn't want to wake you up, so I sent it as like a Twitter DM instead because I was up watching the post show scrum when I heard about it. I think for the first time. So